a little different from my other content, but I just need to say this. Pedophiles, predators. I understand that we call them monsters, right? But I think that's giving them too much. You know what I mean? Because a monster is like a predator, right? And I know we also call them predators, but I feel like, again, that's giving them too much. Predators go for like the fastest and the strongest. You know what I mean? Like, they want a competition. They want to know that they earned that shit. Molesters who take advantage of the weak, the young, the defenseless. You know what I mean? That's giving more bacteria, maybe a flea or a rat, if you're lucky. You know what I mean? It's things, hyena even, maybe. Things that take the weakest and most defenseless things because they know themselves that they can't fight, they can't do anything. So they have to go for what is defenseless. You know what I mean? And in my journey of healing, because as y'all know, me too, you know, it was something I had to correlate with because there was this fear I had of the person who had assaulted me as a child. But again, that fear wasn't placed into me because I was a child, because I was defenseless. It's because they knew there was nothing I could do to defend myself. They were bigger than me and they knew that. You know what I mean? And now that I'm at an age where I know that they would never try and touch me now because they know that I could defend myself and that they would get beat the fuck up. A part of me has to acknowledge that that's not a monster. You know what I mean? That is a bitch. That is a parasite. That is, like I said, bacteria. That is something that takes advantage of the weak, like bacteria. You know what I mean? The immune, the elderly and the young. You know what I mean? And that put into perspective for me how just pathetic and just like insignificant those types of people are. You know what I mean? Calling them a monster is giving them too much. They're not scary. They're only scary to children and things that are weak and defenseless, and they take advantage of that. So I just, giving them monsters too much. Monsters be chasing, you know what I mean? Mike Myers be walking while you running. You know what I mean? Like, knows that they're gonna catch you. That's not what they're giving. That's not what they're giving. They're not giving predator, they're not giving monster, they're giving weak, flea, bug, bacteria. Thank you for coming to my TikTok.